guys. Enjoy your day. Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye. So guys, what you have in front of you are the hawks. This is a weathering area, so it's where they stay during the daytime. It's called a weathering area because it simply lets in the weather, and that's important. They all sleep in the big building here behind you, and they've all got an individual room in there. But to leave them in there every day would be just bad for the birds. So we take them out every day, and they sit out here, sleeping out here.
Priscilla.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the hawks. I'm going to give you all their names, a little bit about their personalities. Then I'm going to walk around them. And what I'm looking for is postures and signals. Okay. So when I see the postures and signals that are like, please pick me, that's the bird we're going with. So I don't know which one yet.
I think that baby in the corner wants back out.
The which one?
The baby.
He'd go back out, no problem. When they're young, they'll do all the work in the world.
He's been crying ever since.
Yeah. And he's vocal like that because like he hasn't killed anything yet. So he's still dependent on me and Caroline, and we're the main food provider.
Gotcha.
Once he starts killing stuff, he kind of go, oh, so now I'm able to do it for myself, so they're just here to bring me out.
Gotcha.
And it'll all change, and he'll be quite like all the rest of them then. So this is Egbert, 6-year-old male Harris hawk. Lovely bird, real nice temperament, very, very easy going bird. Reggie up behind him, Reggie up on one leg. Reggie has no interest in going out with you guys, right? And the reason being is they're too small of a group. So we do big tours here as well where you might have 25, 30 people. When he sees that kind of a group coming in, he's trying to jump off the perch. Because he's like, that's as many pieces of chicken as that. He knows he's going to get loads of food. He has no real interest in going on walks and going hunting. He would be happy just going from a tree to a glove to back. Tree to glove and back. Just go and bring the chicken on. Keep it on. He's opening up the wings now. You can see it. Beautiful, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Reggie. Then you have Holly in the middle here. Holly is the smallest of the sisters. So all the Harris hawks are brothers and sisters, except the 2 juveniles, and I'll come to them in a minute. So Holly's a 4-year-old. Mavis up the back here is a 2-year-old female. Very, very powerful 2-year-old, this one. Very mature for her age, and nice bird to fly. Then you have Mabel over in the corner, or in the middle over here. And Mabel is a 6-year-old female, and a clutch sister to Egbert. The actual image of them. So both of these is only a day or two between them, and brother and sister from the same clutch, and these are their brothers and sisters from other clutches. Now the noisy guy in the back and this one here in the front are both brother and sister, but they're niece and nephew of the rest of them. So their brother Sid is their dad. So that's the way that works. This is Freddie over in the corner, very, very loud. And this is Saoirse over here, and this is the bird I'm training for hunting this year. So she won't actually ever do this kind of work that we're going to do today. She has never been fed on a glove. She's getting fed on a fake rabbit every single day. And all she knows is that every time I go to food, I go away from John and I land on this fake rabbit thing and I eat my food on it. And I'm just getting her into the frame of mind that that's where your food comes from. She's only 9 weeks old, so already she knows how to kill things. So it'll be only a matter of weeks before she's out working with those dogs and out hunting rabbits.
9 weeks old? Like when she's a chick?
So 9 weeks ago she was sitting in the palm of my hand getting tweezer fed.
Wow.
Tiny little slivers of meat. And every day they almost grow like a third of their size.
Wow.
Every day. Yeah. So you can see Egbert is kind of interested. He's not interested. She is not interested. She is interested. She is interested.
Oh, yeah.
She's ready.
This one is vocals and signals. Vocals and signals. Signals, no real vocals. So we might leave him there. So now we're down to these two. Again, which one wants to go the most?
A pigeon went by and they were all just like zeroed in on him.
We're going to go with Mavis.
Mavis.
So the next test is offer her the glove, up she steps. So if she steps up on the glove, it's a sure sign that she's coming towards you, she wants to go. Now you'll probably see aggressive postures. Look. This is an aggressive posture towards us because we've picked her and not her. Look. This fella have his head. This fella will have his head hanging down like this, and he's sulking. Look.
Oh,
That's how they sulk. So when you've been dealing with birds as long as I have, guys, you'll get to know the signals, the postures, and you're as well off to listen to them. If they show you an aggressive posture, get out of their way. That's as simple as that, and you'll know them all, you know. So you can see the way she likes this area up here, where she'll sit up on the thumb, and she's got a nice little span there to hold on. But all her equipment is under the thumb. So you've heard the saying to be under someone's thumb? Yeah. She's also wrapped around my little finger. So she's under my thumb and wrapped around my little finger, and that's where those sayings came from.
Cool.
Yeah, that's where they originated from. There's a ton of sayings that originated in falconry because it was practiced by mostly the nobility in medieval times. They documented everything. So when they came up with sayings like, oh, the bird is under my thumb, or oh, she's wrapped around my little finger, they wrote it all down. And now we know about it today, and we still use them. Sometimes they would say, oh, my bird killed a pheasant, I'm going to feed her up. And then another falconer comes over and says, did you feed her up on the pheasant? I did, and now she's fed up.
Oh, wow.
She's fed up, she has enough, she's done. If you were flying a falcon and you had a hood on him, the hood was known as a cap in medieval times. And if your bird caught a pheasant or a partridge, you would generally keep a little trophy from the kill, like a feather. You'd stick the feather into the cap and you'd say, oh, she has another feather in her cap.
Cool.
There's a lot then.
There's loads of them.
Wow.
There's loads more, you just have to look them up. So I'm going to pop a little transmitter on her. She got brand new anklets on her the other day, and I don't think that this transmitter is going to fit. So you see these lovely designer anklets she's got on her? These were made by a guy in Poland for me, and they're lovely, but he uses very small eyelets, and I can't fit my transmitter. There we go. There we go. Happy days. I know you don't like that, I know. Okay, you can go, so go on.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, the bell on her leg, medieval transmitter, the electronic transmitter I put on her, 21st century transmitter. So we have electronics now, and we might as well use them because you'll find your bird much faster.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So she'll look for something, so, and if there's nothing in the area that's obvious, she'll start working with us. Guys, when you're calling a bird into your glove, you will always point your shoulder towards the bird, so you're standing side on, not charging her like this, okay? So you stand side on, glove goes out to the side of your body so it's not in front of your face. I'll pop a little piece of food onto the glove. Come on, Mavis. She comes gliding in. Now it looks like she's coming in hard. She lands like a butterfly. So you can see the way my fist is closed, it gives her a nice perch there. Once she lands then and she's taken her food, I can bring my arm down and relax a little bit, okay? Who's going first? Let's do it. Now guys, slow motion on the videos, it's brilliant.
Oh.
With the thing over us now, what?
What's the reason for having to do it on the side? Is it safety for us?
Yep. So basically, when she's coming to you and you're like this, if she decides she's going to go for your face, you can protect yourself.
Oh.
There you go.
She's
now,
honed
bring the
in on
elbow
that
down
little
and
piece
relax
of
your
meat.
arm. That's it. Now and walk with her. You go off out ahead in case something jumps out of the grass.
darling.
That's it. Take your time, nice and easy. We're only on a stroll. Now hold her up here for a second, right? So what we're going, there we go. There she's off. Okay, who's after? So these Harris hawks, this species, she's watching something in those trees now. Look, 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 look. Watch now. She's hunting. See that bobbing of the head? So she's working out distances, she's working out angles, she's working out now, would it be worth it? She's going from binocular to monocular vision all the time. Look. I think she's decided now it's not worth it. There's too many birds in the air. So if she makes an ambush in a tree, wait now. She's definitely tuned into something here. There she goes. What? She's a piece of work, isn't she?
How old did you say maybe this is?
2. Yep, showing you baby. Now relax your arm, turn it into the wind this way, and off we go. Tally ho.
In the wild, how long would she live?
35, 40 maybe. Oh no, sorry, in the wires.
I wonder what he means by if she decides to go for your face.
Just to give you an idea, while I'm talking about eagles and coyotes and stuff like that, this species is actually American. Okay, so these birds were first registered in America in the early 1800s, named as a Harris hawk by a guy called John Audubon of the Audubon Society. He gave him the name the Harris hawk because simply the fella that was with him the day he found him and sketched him, he was a naturalist that was given a job by the new government. Go out, find birds, document them, give them a name so we can start putting records together. The Native Americans never recorded anything. Sure. So he called this the Harris hawk after his friend Edward Harris.
Cool.
The Native Americans had already given them other names, and they had called them the bay-winged hawk, the dusky hawk, and the wolf hawk.
They didn't hunt with them though, right?
No. The reason they called them the wolf hawk was because they're the only pack hunting hawk on planet Earth. So the reason that I'm using so many of these for this type of work is because of that. When you're a pack hunter, you're living in a social group. So you're a social type of bird. You have a level of intelligence that you need to be able to communicate with your pack, so you're highly intelligent. Yep, she can communicate with her pack through vocal signals and postures, so we can read her in lots of different ways. When they're in a pack and they're in the wild, generally in the Sonoran Desert in Arizona, they're working under a hierarchy, and the hierarchy is coming from the females. So it's a matriarchal society. The females run the show. They run it so tight that they will make
You were
sure
just
the
like
pack stays
putting it up.
female
You might come for it.
dominant all the time. So more females within the pack than males.
That's funny when I first did this a joke and he
Much
just
different, yeah. The male is about a pound lighter than the female, and much smaller.
She definitely should have known you were joking.
They're a hunter, and they're more powerful.
I'm like hiding my glove to my side now.
Males are a bit
I
more
don't want her to go
active.
for my face.
Faster acceleration.
Oh, she's going to a pigeon. Who said she likes pigeons?
On the long run. As with the females breeding,
Birds mucking other birds.
I know.
Should I just hold my hand out?
this one today is 2 pounds 3 ounces.
She's very light. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me too.
Large male, about 1 pound 9 ounces. You're a little under a pound lighter than her, you know. So yeah, she was weighed this morning like she's weighed every morning.
Oh, really?
We weigh every bird, watch their performance, and then decide whether they need to go up or down in weight.
Oh.
So every single bird that's used for hunting is weighed every day. A falconry bird throughout its life will have 3 weights: a fat weight, flying weight, and a hunting weight. She's at now what I would call a flying weight. Okay. So she's interested in working with us, not 100% interested in hunting, but also not 100% interested in sitting in a tree and doing nothing. So she's on the in-between.
So hunting weight, they have to be heavier so they can
Little bit lighter.
lighter.
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit lighter. So the way it would work is, it's like a switch in their head that you can turn on and turn off through weight control. So you bring, it's like an athlete. If I have a heavyweight boxer and I bring him down to middleweight, he's going to lose power. You know, if I have a middleweight and I bring him to heavyweight, he's going to get slow. So you're kind of messing with it. So I have to find her perfect weight and then work from there. Okay, this is going to be a long one, okay? So I think we're back to the start. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
So get into position then. That's it, here she comes. But that's out in front of your face there, so just out to the side.
Okay, so.
Perfect, lovely. And then just walk on with her. So guys, that's what she is. She's a Harris hawk. She's a pack hunting bird. They're the only ones on planet Earth that do it the way they do. It's cooperative, it's setting up ambushes, it's military style, it's highly organised, very, very efficient hunters. So that's why we use them. They're simply the best we can get for this type of work. All through history we've flown goshawks and peregrines mostly. I gave up flying goshawks about 4 years ago. I just had enough of them. You just get into your head and you start playing with your mind, and it's highly addictive. Highly addictive. So if you want a nice relaxed branch of falconry, you fly a harrishawk with a dog and you'll have a lovely day out hunting. You go out with a goshawk, it's all psychotic. The thing will chase something that gets up over there. There's no chance of catching it, but it'll chase it anyway. You know, they're just crazy. So yeah, it's so many different things. If you were a falconer in medieval times, you would never have owned your birds. You would simply have been working for an earl or a duke or a king or a queen or something like this. It was only the rich and the elite that could afford falconry.
What are they hunting?
Sorry?
That's all right.
How much do they cost now?
A female like this, untrained, 10 weeks old, reared just to the stage for you're ready to train her, €800, €900, depending on the mood I'm in. Depending on who you are. You might not get a bird off me. I won't give Ashford Castle any more birds. They don't
Why?
get any more off me.
Why not?
Because they're working under a zoo license.
Okay.
It's not a falconry license, and
Gotcha.
I don't like the
I
idea
gotcha.
of that.
Yeah.
So when the government decide they're going to bring in new rules, people go, oh, that's okay. And then other people go, what do you mean you're bringing in new rules? That's not happening. Because I'm a falconer. Falconry is now a cultural heritage in Ireland. It's actually listed on the Heritage Act. So you can't just turn around and change a falconry license because you don't want to regulate it anymore. You want to hand it out to a private company to regulate.
It's like a tourism thing.
I don't care. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
The government have a group of people called the National Parks and Wildlife Services. Yeah. They regulate falconry, and I work under a falconry license, so I'm allowed to hunt and exhibit and teach other falconers. That's what I do. They come along then about 6-7 years ago and decide we don't want the national parks regulating this anymore. They're too busy. They have other stuff to do. So we're going to bring in a private company from England, no less. And they're called the zoo license, and they do all the zoos. Now falconry is going in under that. But the trouble with it is, because we're listed on the Heritage Act and signed onto the Heritage Act by the President of Ireland, they can't change a falconry license now because it's a heritage. So if you have a falconry license, why would you need a zoo license? So I gave it to a solicitor, and he said, yeah, they brought in legislation, but the legislation that they brought in is that the minister connected to this can give you a gift of a zoo license. He said, John, that's why it's free. So if you want to accept the license, you can, you don't have to. So lots of them did accept it, like Ashford, Adair Manor, loads of these fellas. And then myself and Jason in Glenlow went, no, not a hope. Not a hope is this happening. I told them I'll close the place down, I don't care. I'm not working under a zoo license.
So back in the day, what are they hunting that people want on the dinner table? Like rabbits?
Rabbits, hares.
Wow.
She was going to head off there for a minute.
Yeah.
Do you know what was wrong with her? She was thinking to herself, going over, he's freaking talking about that zoo license. He's going to be in a bad humour for the day.
Yeah. That'll give me about 8 minutes.
Drives me crazy. Like. Right, walk on with it.
Zoo, yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Wow.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's about a soldier that was fighting in one of the wars for the English, and he came back to Ireland, and all of a sudden all this was going on. And it's his life story.
I like when she sticks around for the ride
like
for a little bit.
talking about history and the way things worked here, it was crazy. Like, I mean,
I felt that.
Henry VIII brought a law in from England, but enforced it in Ireland. That so how he enforced these laws over here was through earls. So over here you had the Earl of Ormond, lived in Kilkenny Castle and ruled all these areas, got the rent off the people, sent it back to England but kept some for himself. And Henry VIII brought a law in after been flying and seeing Irish peregrine falcons flying for falconry. I went, I want Irish peregrine falcons, so let's bring a law in Ireland that if the Irish people can't afford to pay you rent, Earl of Ormond, take a peregrine falcon in lieu of rent, send them to me.
Wow.
So he was incentivising people, clever government thing like, incentivising people to go and trap peregrines and hand them over instead of money. So it left the people keep their money for themselves. So it was a clever thing to do. Like. Henry VIII? Yeah, Henry VIII. Yeah, that was back in the 1500s. So Anne Boleyn, the wife that he chopped her head off, she was supposed to marry her first cousin James Butler here in Kilkenny.
Wow.
She was on her way from France to Ireland to marry James Butler when Henry VIII got her. And he decided she's going to be my wife, and that was the end. It changed history.
Wow.
Her grandmother lived in Kilkenny Castle. Yeah. Her name was Lady Margaret Butler, and she married a Boleyn and had a child, and that was Anne Boleyn's father. Yeah. It's all connected. Man. All these, earls, dukes, kings, they were all connected. And it all stems from France.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Duke of Normandy, William the Conqueror. It all stems from there. They took over England in the early or the late 1000s.
Battle of Hastings.
Yeah,
Right.
brought falconry with them, and if you follow the track of falconry through history, you will start and you will find the beginning in Iran. So Mesopotamia, you're going back roughly to the year 3500 BC. Now it probably goes back further. So they reckon falconry was taking place on the planet before the pyramids were even built.
Wow.
It's that old. Made its way into Europe by 750 AD. Spread like wildfire in Europe and reached France by 850. At 850 the Vikings had just invaded France. Them Vikings became the Normans because they didn't go home, they stayed there. They were given that land Normandy by the King of France to leave them alone. And a clever man, because he was getting an ally within them, even though there was arguing between them, he was getting an ally in them. And William the Conqueror then conquers England. The Normans are now invading England and they take over, they kill all the Saxons. And then 100 or 100 and odd years later, the Anglo-Normans, the English Normans, end up coming to Ireland and conquering Ireland. And then falconry shows up in Ireland. So falconry follows the Normans wherever they go. Okay, you know where she is? There she is. She's never far behind me.
I didn't get a chance to get the camera out, baby.
These lads were blessed with the weather today, you know that? We're expecting rain all day today. Like the forecast for giving us rain all day. So do you know Katrina or what way are you operating? Alright, okay. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah. And have you met Katrina yet?
Yes,
She's lovely.
that's why we were late for time.
Yeah, she's a real Irish girl now. She's a country girl, yeah.
Are you from here as well?
I'm originally from Waterford,
Waterford, okay.
so I'm living in Kilkenny for the last 2.5 years. So we moved up here. And people always say to me then as well, oh, it's just in your family because you're doing it so long. It's actually, it's not that I know of, but if you were to go back through the names of my family, my dad's mother was a butler, and the butlers were the family, the Earls of Ormond. So everything you see in Kilkenny, Butler will be connected to it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Butler's house, Butler Gallery, castle was owned by the Butlers. The Butler family crest has 2 falcons in it.
No way.
Yeah, so there's a lot of kind of stuff like that. So I don't know if I had a cousin that was involved in falconry, it probably goes back too far. But it has to be there somewhere. Like.
Do you have kids?
I have one son. Not a hope of him ever becoming a falconer.
No?
No,
Over there.
no, you stay there, guys. You stay there. Stay there. There we go. Yeah, right between you. He's a game developer.
Okay.
He's an indie game developer that has.
I got
been
Germany's
published now,
game,
and
yes.
he's working
Good for him.
He's working on his first solo project. So he has a game coming out next year.
That's cool.
doing good. He's happy.
Do you have an apprentice now?
Joe is up here, yeah. I don't know, did you see Joe in there? He's in cleaning.
Okay.
So first thing you learn when you get into falconry, even now Joe's been around falconry all his life. His dad is a falconer.
Oh, really?
He was always going to come working for me. His brother works here as well, but his brother does the archery and the shooting. He's not as much into falconry.
Yeah.
Joe is, so Freddie the young bird,
Yeah.
he came from a clutch that had 2 females and 1 male.
Yeah.
One female went to Jason in Galway, the other female went to Joe.
Yeah.
So Joe is training her.
Yeah.
And she'll only be used for hunting as well.
Okay.
So me and Joe will take the birds hunting now. We're looking at about another month before mine will be ready. And then we've got lots of farms around the area, so we'll go out and we'll start dropping ferrets into burrows and getting the birds.
Is this a burrow?
It's just rabbits digging.
Oh, is that it?
Digging, yeah.
Do the birds eat anything else besides meat? Do they eat
No.
berries and
No.
nothing?
No. Every now and then, which it's rare, but every now and then, if they see the likes of let's see, can I see
Insects?
no, well they'll eat insects, but that's protein, that's more or less meat. The stalk of a dandelion, they go at them sometimes and they'll pick at them and they'll eat it sometimes, or a mushroom. And I think, I don't know, like I've looked into it and I don't know why, but I do know that dandelions and mushrooms are high in vitamin D.
Oh, so when they're lacking.
Yeah, so I think with not a lot of vitamin D within the sunshine in Ireland, it might be something they're trying to get. So what we've done then is we started supplementing vitamin D in the winter time.
Like we do.
And it seems to have stopped it, like, you know. So. So that's the story.
How many falconers are working at the airport?
There's none up there in Ireland.
Just like in airports in general in Canada, every airport has one.
Yeah, they would over there because it's a big deal, like, you know. Over here, it's not really.
Really,
They
eh?
won't tell you over here.
Really, eh? Wow. To scare the birds off.
Seriously?
Yeah, like every airport in
Particularly
Canada,
seagulls,
US.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, sure, if you get a bird strike, like,
Yeah,
you
you're
can take a plane
like
down.
Hudson, Sully, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, they scare the birds off.
I used to do pest control years ago, but I used to do it in meat factories and landfill and stuff
Okay.
like that. I wouldn't actually like to do it in an airport. It's a dangerous enough job, like.
I think landing in Dublin, I saw they had like falcon dummies
the
on the end of a on the end of a kite. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I should see if Orkin wants to get some falcons.
Yeah. My new department.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to finish up and let you go, okay, so I can let them guys get started. But what we're going to do is a little trick first, so come on over this way. I'm going to give her a nice little reward now, so I'm going to give her a quail wing. She loves quail wings. Quail wing, yeah. So what I'm going to need is, let me have a look at them. Okay, so it's kind of, okay, so the 2V guys first, right? So what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to fly her towards you. Now, depending on the wind, she could come through here. Okay, she could come through here. I don't know. The plan is for her to come over you and then in between them. Okay. And sometimes that's different.
Cool.
Yeah, you can video from wherever you like.
Okay.
It'll be good that you all have different angles because I don't know where she's going to come from. All I know is she's going to leave this tree. And come
Do we have to put our arms out, or is she gonna go on our shoulders?
No, I'm going to be behind you. She's flying to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to get her through as fast as I can.
Oh my god.
Watching now, she's getting ready.
Oh my God.
Nice and still now.
She touched my head.
The wind pushed her. There's nothing I could do.
That was awesome.
Look at the quill. What a treat, girl.
That's the big reward.
Just a quail wing. It feels and looks to her like it's a lot, but it's not really.
Bones and all, eh?
Bones, feathers, everything.
Wow.
Wow, that's quite the beak.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's cool to see her chomping on that.
And they've each got a stone in their belly probably too? These guys?
A stone.
Like a rock in their tummy for...
No, well, every now and then they'll take a pebble just to clean the crop.
Okay.
They've got a system that can break down bones.
Wow.
So the way her digestive system works, she's got a crop here. As you can see, that's where the wing is now. It's sitting in there. She's got a proventriculus, which is an acidic chamber. That's the first place the food goes. That breaks down bones. She's also got a ventriculus, which is the second chamber, and that's the muscular one. That's the one that does all the compacting
Ventricles.
and crushing, and then filters back the feathers that she's eaten. She cannot digest the feathers. They come back up and through the crop and then out through her beak the following day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's built. You can see from the feet and the talon on the back toe that she's built for killing prey and eating it quickly. That she doesn't have to pluck everything off it. She can eat it and she can get rid of it back out the next day. So you want to get it, kill it, eat it fast, and get off to safety then again.
Would she need to eat every day?
No,
No.
God no, no.
Okay.
You could feed her up literally till she falls off the kill, until she's eaten as much food as possible, and then you could easily skip her for 3 or 4 days, and she'd still have energy to hunt.
Wow.
You know, actually, when you go hunting, the best method that I have found through the years of practicing falconry is the one-off, one-on day. That's what I call it. So you go hunting on Monday, you feed her up Monday evening on a kill, you skip Tuesday, no food, no hunting, back hunting Wednesday. You feed her up on a kill, you skip food and hunting on Thursday, you go hunting again on Friday. So the bird starts just adjusting that. I'm completely empty, and every time I catch something I get a feed on it, so I just need to kill something.
Yeah.
So the minute something bolts out of a burrow or flushes by the dog, the bird is on it, knowing. Yeah. Now you can trade her off, and you could catch 3 rabbits and feed her on the last one. You know, that would be the norm. So with a bird like this, in this kind of condition, you'd be able to catch 5 or 6 rabbits with her. You know, she's as fit as a fiddle, this
Can
one.
we pet her or no?
Very powerful. She won't really be into it, you'll see, like, look, she might tolerate it.
Like on the back?
No, just there, because she's got waterproofing on her back. I don't want you stripping it off. The owl,
baby.
the owl wouldn't have water. You can see that she's like, why am I not left off to kill again? You know, I didn't kill anything.
Oh, sorry, honey.
Yeah, so it's not really for her. It's not really about the little scratch on the face like I gave DJ. With her now, her problem now is going to be, now he's bringing me freaking back in and I didn't kill anything. So she won't
You
be.
had your
Poor
chance.
ladies.
She won't be best pleased.
So beautiful.
Now I must change the little thing on that now later on to fit these. But I only put these on her the other day. I usually make them myself, but you can actually buy these very, very fancy ones. And I said, she's been really good all summer, so splash out and get her something nice.
Bracelets.
Yeah. Lovely little angels. They're double lined as well, so
Wow.
they're nice and soft.
Soft in
and, and of course she's got her lovely braided equipment then as well.
Little ankle monitors.
This-
Are you under house arrest?
She's got her Gucci stuff on her. She's got her fancy
What are
little.
those for? Just for you to hold them?
These are for tethering her.
Okay.
Oh, once she gets back into the house.
Yeah, she's going back in now.
Look how long.
And I wouldn't put her back into the aviaries now because it's still early in the day. She might want to have a bath. She might want to have a drink of water. So I'd sit her back where we took her from, and then at about 5 o'clock she'll go back in. When she goes back in, then she gets her main meal of the day, and then she just sleeps. She goes to sleep then, and then she dreams about killing bunnies. And then I turn up again tomorrow, and she goes, "Okay, it's time to go back to work now," and we all go back to work.
What's her main meal?
Her main meal today will be a half a quail.
Half a quail.
Yeah. So we change it up. Some days it's quail, some days it's chicken, some days it's rabbit, pheasant, duck, turkey. It all depends. It could be anything.
It's a bird.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say they're a little expensive to keep.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, look, they're not really. It's
No.
all part of it. So whatever it costs you a day to feed them, you just add it onto the price of whatever you're charging for a lesson. It's as simple as that, and you just everything then just clicks into place, and it's not a big deal, you know. Now, would one of you do a favour for me? Would you go open the gate for me and hold it open, and I'll show you why. Right. So you can see the way she's fairly calm and easy going now. Okay. So watch her when we get closer to the gate, and then watch her when we get out past the gate. Okay.
Pull.
Well, that's it. So you'll see her now. Watch her. Get her through here now as quick as possible. Watch this. Now, there we go. There we go. And then once we're through, nice and easy again. So going through doorways is something she doesn't like. She'll fly through it no problem, but going through it is not a big. She's not a fan of it. And you'll find them all a little bit like that. They'll all have different kind of things. Like Holly in there, the small female. Holly's afraid of tractors and lawnmowers. Egbert never takes a wash in the bath. He has to go to a muddy puddle. You know, there's so many different things that do. Alright, okay, alright. Alright guys. Now guys, this little fella's name is DJ. And DJ is the kind of little owl, he's only 2 years old, he's the kind of little owl that just loves being around people. Right, he just loves the affection, he loves the attention, he's just a little pet. Owls were never used for falconry, so they weren't used for the purpose of hunting. But when you see how cute you can get these little tiny ones, it would be a shame not to have one here. So he's a lovely little thing. So if you want to pop on your glove, now you can take selfies by bringing them up and looking into your phone and saying, if you say to him, where's Instagram? He'll look for a phone. Now he's not all that famous. His uncle Turbo and his dad Diesel are very famous, and he kind of take. Oh, there we go. Now we'll see if we can get him up here where you can get a nice selfie. Come on, DJ. Come on up onto the glove. There we go. There's a good boy. Now you can stroke his feathers. Actually, you'll kind of feel how. DJ, where's Instagram? Where's Instagram? There it is. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, good boy. There you go.
Can I pet him?
Of course you can. He's got really soft, silky feathers, guys, and what that does is it enables owls to move completely silent, so they don't make any noise when they're flying. And the reason for that is two reasons mainly. One is to sneak up on the prey, and the other is to use his hearing while in flight. His hearing is so sensitive that he can hear a human's heartbeat within 2 meters of where he is. Let's see if he'll just jump over there or he'll end up on your head. There we go. Oh, there you go.
Nice catch.
Yeah, just kind of give him that little ridge there to stand on.
Okay.
Right, there we go. There
Oh,
we
my
go.
honey.
You could just stand up there for me. There we go. Good boy. Tiny little pieces of chicken at the moment. And at the end of every day, he gets a full mouse for himself.
Oh, buddy.
The feathers over his mouth.
So his eyes can't move, so they're fixed.
Yeah.
So his eyesight up very close is very poor. And because he's such a small species, and because the feathers are soft and he has no waterproofing, he likes to stash prey.
Okay.
So if he hides a couple of insects in a little hole, when he comes in looking for them, he can't see them. So he used those feathers to locate where the food is.
Very cool.
He's very lazy now, this fella, especially in the mornings. He's actually a crepuscular owl, so his most active time would have been a few hours ago. You know, and then in the evening time as well, he's very active. At this time of day, these crepuscular owls usually just shut down a little bit, because that's when all the predators are out. And they don't like being prey. As a matter of fact, in the wild, a little guy like this would be lucky if he made it to 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and in captivity he could actually live to 30.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Where's he going?
And where can I buy one?
Just have to come back and see him.
It'd be hard to get him back on a plane now. You can't even get a bottle of deodorant on a plane these days. Get this one in on one. I'd say you'd have no hope. 2 hopes, no hope and Bob hope. To give you a rough idea of how
You
really
take out-
sensitive
okay,
his hearing is, if he was sitting beside a pregnant woman, he'd be able to hear her baby's heartbeat.
Wow.
So they do use their hearing for hunting a good bit. As a matter of fact, owls will probably hear their prey before they see it 99 times out of 100.
And how old is he?
He's only 2.
Oh, little baby.
He's only a baby.
Do they get any bigger than this, or?
No, he's fully grown.
Okay.
The little ear tufts that he's got on top of his head are basically mood indicators. They don't have anything to do with his ears, even though they're called ear tufts. What they'll do is, if they're pointing back the way and they're flat on his head, he's not even concerned about anything. If they're up slightly like they are now, they're not gone fully up, he's a little bit concerned and he's on high alert. So see the likes of this bird passing, that'll keep him on high alert. Because it's a big bird. Is it a predator? He needs to watch his back.
Okay.
So he's constantly looking out for predators.
Do you want him, Laura Brown?
Smarty, yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
Hey DJ.
Pretty eyes.
So
Smile,
soft.
baby.
Eric, I got a
DJ.
good one.
So the ear tufts are mood
Oh, yeah.
indicators,
You
guys.
see my face? I'm
The
like,
eyes are fixed, so he's not able to move his eyeballs.
it is really cute.
So to compensate not being able to move your eyes, he's able to rotate his head 280 degrees in both directions. So that helps him there. Feathers that are really soft keeps him silent, but no waterproofing whatsoever. So there's lots of things in there that are amazing, but there's lots of things that would have made him unsuitable for falconry. Where's Instagram, DJ? No, it's not on his arm, so he was thinking about jumping to your arm. Where's Instagram? Good boy, there it is. He's very, very serious today,
He's good at
isn't he?
that.
He's very serious, look. He's like, I should be in bed at this.
He can fly if he wants to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the thing, you see. So when he's out here with us, he has safety, he has treats, he has people petting him and stroking him, and he loves all this attention.
He likes it, eh?
Owls are very, very affectionate. Like, oh yeah. But these other creatures are not. These are raptors. These are the descendants of the velociraptor. They just want to kill things.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
They're different. Yeah. Whereas although owls do need to kill things to prey and to eat, when they get together as a pair, they spend the rest of their lives together. They don't separate in winter to come back in spring. They stay together all the time. So they're fairly affectionate little creatures. Yeah. And if you look at the design of his feathers, they'll blend right in. If you look at the bark on the front of the weathering area, they'll blend right in with a tree. So his main method of keeping safe is to disappear. Stretch out your glove. Come on, DJ. There's a good boy.
Oh, I'm at home.
You just need the bloodhounds or whatever.
His eyes as well, the orange eyes, they tell us that he's a crepuscular owl. So there's 280 different species of owls around the world, which makes him the biggest family of birds that there is. So if they were all nocturnal, like most people think they are, it wouldn't really work out.
Where's Instagram, Kurt?
Where's Instagram, DJ? There it is, good boy. So you've got diurnal owls that hunt in the daytime, you've got crepuscular owls that hunt at dusk and dawn, and you've got nocturnal owls that hunt in the night time. And your crepuscular owls will always have orange or red eyes.